Hi, it's me again with Corel Draw Tips and Tricks, and this is the second installment, but on this writing on this angle, I was actually writing right here. So if you haven't watched the first video, you might want to watch that. And what I did, I set the home for right here. This is thing should be spinned around. This is the top left corner. But you don't have to put it in the top left corner. As explained in the video, you can put it down in here and set your red dot pointer and then set your home wherever you want it to be. I butted it up against here and this butted up against there so it won't move. And I actually put a couple pieces of blue tape just so I wouldn't move my jig so they would all be the same. And, you know, a lot of times you can do more than one at a time. But in this particular case, every one of these pieces of wood aren't exactly. They're pretty close. You know, if you laid them out 5 across, and you'd have to make a jig hold that long, and it would probably take you longer to set up than to run the 50 I think I did yesterday. But all I did is I've got the size of this angle, and also I engraved the tops first, and they look like that. They were for some kind of software company that does things for banking. They wanted awards, but the customer actually sent me a really good file of PDF in the font they wanted. It's a font I didn't have, but I acquired it. But anyway, so what I did, and a lot of you know I draw in the center of the page, so I hit P and put my rectangle in the center of the page. I have these individually grouped together. I put P on the keyboard, and I've got it right in the center. Now I'm going to have to put it to the top left corner. I've got my snap to. Well, I think I do. It's not snapping to very good. And then I run that job. And while it's running, it only took like 50 seconds, but I can go P on the keyboard, take my name and put it to the other side, grab my next name, put P on the keyboard, grab it, and I zoomed in, I made sure every one of them was right, and then I ran that job. And also when you're running 50 of something, or this is actually a list of 38, and then there were some more. Print this out on a piece of paper or put some numbers there, because when you are going back and forth your printer 28 or 50 times, if you write on the same one twice, you've wasted a block of wood and it'd take a lot of sanding and it would be a little bit off shape. So like number 1 run was my box, my red line, my hairline with the door open. Number 2 was this name. Number 3 was this name. And I actually printed these off on a piece of paper and wrote 1, 2, 3, 4 as I was going. And then when I ran the job, I'd put a circle around that number. And I know I did that. So when I go over the laser, I know that this should be number 3. Because if you accidentally hit, when you go up to print, I don't have a laser hooked up this, and you hit OK, and you didn't actually hit OK, the file is so little that it streams over there so fast you don't see the data light blinking. And I had the luxury of being able to make these, so I could have made some more, but I didn't screw up because I numbered them all. Anyway, that's how I would do it. Hope that helped a little bit, and thank you for watching.